Will the Chiefs three-peat? Or will the Eagles get their second Super Bowl win? What are your predictions for this year's Super Bowl? Anyways, fantasy football season is over, and this year I took home the championship in my league. And with that victory comes a tradition. Picking a jersey is part of the prize. A few years back, I picked up this Patrick Mahomes jersey. This year I chose a Saquon Barkley Kelly Green alternate vapor fuse limited jersey. But instead of just hanging it in my closet, I decided to create a custom display case to showcase it as my fantasy football trophy. In this video, I'll walk you through the entire process of setting up the display case, from unboxing the KCRasan jersey frame to assembling everything and adding a special touch with this limited edition Saquon Barkley card, featuring one of the most insane plays of NFL history. A reverse hurdle over a defender that will go down as one of the top plays in all of history.
Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down, jumping up in the air.
A lot of moves right here. Makes the first guy miss. The spin move at the last second. And then, what, Tiki? You're right. What is that?
Also share some tips and tricks I've learned along the way, especially when it comes to working with these newer Nike limited jerseys that don't have any stitch numbers anymore. Anyways, if you've ever won a fantasy football league, or if you're just a sports fan looking for a cool way to display your memorabilia, stick around, this video is for you. Here's the Patrick Mahomes jersey. Won this from a different year in my fantasy league. But we're gonna end up doing the same thing with a Saquon Barkley jersey this year. I wanted to include a football card into the mix, so here on the Patrick Mahomes one you can see we got a 2002, the year I won that league, Patrick Mahomes Prism card. Got it pretty inexpensively, but I decided to add it in. I'm gonna do the same here. I actually ended up 3D printing a new bracket that you can see here for this video. It's on Maker World if anybody's interested in it. I wish they still had the stitched jerseys for the new limited jerseys. Here's a Patrick Mahomes limited jersey. We also pinned the arms into place. Wish they still stitched them like this. They don't really do that on the new ones anymore. Yeah, we're gonna do the same here with this new Nike Vaporwave Barkley jersey. This is the one that I won this year in Fantasy League. One thing that is nicer about the new Vaporwaves are these front stitching on those, the gridiron patch. But yeah, I wish, like I said, they were still stitched. They do have stitched features like this eagle bird. So, I don't know, they just kind of cheaped out on the numbers and names, which I'm not a fan of. But yeah, we're gonna end up putting it in one of these display cases, just like this one here. Here's the Saquon Barkley card I picked out this year. It's a Kelly Green. This is why I also picked the Kelly Green. I just thought it looked better. He's jumping over the player here. November 3rd, 2024, the year I won this league. I ended up 3D printing a bracket. Here's one that I found online, but it wasn't as small as this one, so I needed it to fit inside the display case, so I ended up kind of copying the design elements of it and creating my own here. But this fits inside that case pretty nicely, and then we can just kind of display it as is. Another reason why I like this card is because it was worth a little bit more value. 1 of 884, so a little bit more limited edition. But I hope he goes down in the Hall of Fame. Maybe this card will go up in value as time goes on. But yeah, the little top loader display I made. You can download it on Maker World. Like I said, it fits in these display cases pretty nicely. So here we have the display case. Comes packaged up pretty decently. My last one had one nick on it that probably just gonna end up filling it in with a Sharpie. I did want to show that on my Patrick Mahomes frame, there was one piece of like veneer came off, so I'm just gonna fill it in with a Sharpie, kind of hide it just a little bit better. Not perfect, but it's on the top. Nobody's really gonna be seeing that anyways. After all, this is the centerpiece. They come with these protective covers that you just peel off. But opening up the inside, They come with directions for it and also some mounting brackets, some more protection. Some thumbtacks and wipes and stuff along those things, but keys to also lock them up, which is kind of convenient if you want to protect them. You could try to peel this off in one swoop, but it's more tedious. Don't mind taking a few passes at it like this. So on the inside, they have this foam board that you can put on the inside of the jerseys that you stitch everything to. This is what we'll be doing as well today. So we'll apply this jersey to this and then stick it into place. Guess I could have taken that out, but in the meantime, I'll just take this backside off. Can I do it in one take? That's the challenge. So the backside's a lot easier. So I can kind of give you a better idea on how this whole process works. So then you can see the hard part here is just trying to actually get this to lay perfectly. I want to have like the bird displayed on one, but it's clearly covering the name or the number. So it's part of the process. It's a little tricky to get this down pat, but once you kind of just try it and get used to it, it's pretty easy to adjust. I'm just going to try to fit the foam board inside the jersey, see what it kind of looks like. Go from there. Probably have to end up trimming some around the top. I had to do that with the Mahomes jersey, especially with this being a size large. But yeah, you can kind of see it just kind of sits a little bit goofy on the top. And we can't even get that in here all the way, so we're going to have to just kind of frame around these shoulders. I'll show you how to do that. We'll pencil mark it and go from there. Cut it after the fact. I'm going to try to leave the bottom as flat and minimize cutting all around on this board, but as you can see here, then we have this lined up here on top. So what I'm going to do is just try to stretch these shoulders out and these arms out a little bit, just so I can get a better see on where everything's going to sit properly. Let me grab a marker. Gotta love gel pens. And then from here, I'll just kind of mark underneath the jersey on this foam board, a rough estimation on where everything lays. And that gives me a better idea on where we're going to have to cut everything. Kind of see where I have it lightly marked. You can mark it as dark as you want because it's really not seen, but it's just for demonstration purposes. From there, I'll try to cut that top foam board. I'm going to take this frame out because, as you can already see, we kind of got some little white stuff all on the front of it, and it just makes it harder to clean up. I'm still battling that on that Mahomes jersey, and I tried to use different cutting materials, but scissors honestly just worked the best. I tried with a box cutter and stuff, and the scissors worked the best. Because yeah, you'll be able to see when we're done here kind of a mess this makes, or can make. I guess these scissors are a little bit better than my other ones, and these are just like my rusty shop ones. But I guess they are a little bit sharper, which really makes all the difference when you're doing this sort of work. How these materials kind of fray easily at the end. So I'm just going to clean up my mess here. We'll continue on. See, we're a little bit creased here. I don't know if I should be trying to iron this out or not, but let's kind of get the idea on what it can look like. Now I'm going to have to try to work these shoulders to just fit this bird on here nicely. Probably do something a little bit differently where it's more like half of the bird, because those are kind of big. Unless I try to do something like that. But even then, it's kind of sitting weird underneath there. I guess that'd be all right. So, I mean, you can just kind of see how this is a little bit challenging and just needs to be worked properly to properly be seated on there. I don't want this fabric covering the number, so I'll probably try to pin that in like that. So yeah, I kind of like how this is laying currently. All told, there's a few creases. I don't know, I could work it out, but I don't care that much. So like these ones here actually are the worst ones. But in this pack, they also come with some pins and wipes and whatnot, and a thumbtack, few drywall screws and everything. But I'm actually going to be using the leftover ones I have from my Mahomes jersey that I made. So I'm going to end up taking these out of this other bag that I had saved to the side. I also kept the wipes, which I'm probably going to use to wipe the inside and outside of this frames when I get a chance. So I don't know, I haven't really used that many pins on my other jersey. We'll see how many I end up using on this one. I doubt it's going to be that many just because of how nicely it's sitting, and I'm not trying to deform it and everything. So we'll just take a few of them, use this thumbtack. If you play Monopoly, this is one of the best guys, but they're kind enough to give me extra. So once you kind of get it how you want it to lay flat, the hard part is trying to get it to sit in there properly. These are kind of long, so my goal is to always just try to push it in there so it's not really visible to the naked eye on the outside. Like there, that kind of sits nice on there, I think. I'm going to kind of do the same down here. I think on the other jersey, I pinned them underneath this. So I might try to do that again here. Yeah, and these things hurt. That's why I need to use this thing. Get it through the fabric the first time, kind of get it to sit where I need it to, push it in. There, and then that kind of just sits like that. Not the cleanest pull. I could try to do something a little extra here, and you can kind of see where that pin gives it that crease there. I don't know, I'm not trying to bore everybody with a video on this, so I'll just try to keep it brief, and kind of, if you have questions, I'll be willing to answer them in the comments. But yeah, you just kind of follow this pattern around with the design that you want it to, and you should be good to go. So yeah, I mean, overall, like, I'm pretty happy with that. I have no complaints with that being stored away like that. So yeah, I mean, I use 1, 2, 3, 4 pins just to achieve that look. I'm not that big of a stickler for it because it's just going to be sitting in a case. So there's that. I also didn't even cut the tags off. I'll probably just tuck them in there. Let it be, keep some of the value, I guess. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but it's funny as I used to work at the Packer Pro Shop in Green Bay. Kind of seeing the differences between fake jerseys and real jerseys, and that's why these new limited jerseys where they're just not stitched on here are kind of a disappointment when you're spending $180. It's one reason why I always recommended the limited jerseys to people who are jersey shopping. But I mean, that's Nike's choice. So yeah, you can kind of see that just looks nice sitting there. I'll clean up this left side over here, and we'll be able to wrap up this video, continue on. Guess it would be kind of nice to have this Nike logo also show on the short corner. I don't know how realistic it is though. I do want to have the eagle showing. That's one of the better parts of the jersey, especially with it being embroidered on. Let me know if you guys actually end up doing something along these lines. It's pretty cool, I think, and it's quite the challenge. It's a little bit rewarding as well, and that's why I wanted to share the process with everybody on the internet. So yeah, we're gonna put this jersey back in here. You can kind of see it doesn't want to sit as nicely because that foam's on the edge of those boards. So it doesn't look as nice. So there might be some adjusting that needs to be done yet. Yeah, I hope it kind of inspires some of you guys to want to do something similar. Like I said, I got these 3D printed parts for this card that I made. I designed this as well, so this will sit inside the case as well when it stands up. So yeah, this will just kind of sit at the bottom of the case like that. So yeah, here they are side by side. These are going to my home gym set up here for the interims. But yeah, you can kind of see that these are what their jerseys will look like together. Here's kind of the Barkley jersey by itself. With the card, I might do a little plaque on the bottom. Just to kind of go along with the card. Kind of give a little bit extra details on everything. But overall, yeah, I'm kind of like how it all turned out. I'll fix some of the fabric yet before we're done, but yeah, that's how these fantasy football trophies could be. If you're into doing something like this, let me know if anybody has any questions. I'm willing to answer all questions that I get on this topic, and willing to offer advice. And there you have it, my custom fantasy football trophies. This year I display my Saquon Barkley jersey and a limited edition card, all framed up and ready to be showcased. I love how it turned out. It's a great way to celebrate a win while also preserving some awesome sports memorabilia. This was such a fun project, and honestly it wasn't even that difficult. Just a little bit of planning, some adjustments along the way, and a few creative touches. If you're into fantasy football, sports memorabilia, or just want to display your favorite jerseys and cards in a unique way, I hope this video inspired you to create something of your own for yourself. Let me know in the comments if you've ever made a jersey display case, or if you have any questions about the processes. I'm happy to help you and answer any questions you might have. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.